Hello, Libra, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, guys, so I hope you are having an amazing birthday month. This is going to be your love reading. Now, I am doing this a little bit differently. I used to do a general spread, a single spread, and a relationship spread. But after thinking about it, I realized that most people should know which one they fall in. You're either officially with somebody or you're not. If they're hiding you, you're probably not with them. So it's either black or white, guys. So you're in an outright official relationship or you're kind of in that in between. All right, so the first reading I'm going to do, just so you guys get timestamp, is going to be just a general energy. Just going to pull 5 cards, see what's going on with you guys this month. And then I will do the singles spread, and then I will do the relationship spread, okay? And just as a reminder, guys, I will be in New York October 26th and 27th, which is a Thursday and Friday, doing a meet and greet. So if you guys want to meet me, I will leave the information below to get a ticket. What you do get is an hour with me. You can bring up to 2 other friends for the meeting, and then I'll just read your cards, chill, vibe, okay? Just have a good time, guys. All right, so let's see what's going on here. What's the overall energy for all Libras when it comes to love? Let's find out here. Can get 5 cards. All right, guys. Okay. Interesting. All right, so the energy that you guys have is the 6 of Wands. So with the 6 of Wands, there's a victory that's felt here, and this is something that's going to be good, guys. All right, with the Hierophant, this is taking a relationship more seriously, or this could be people who are single who, do get into a relationship. For some of you, there may be a fire sign that's very significant for you this month, but there's a burden that's being released. And, with the Death card here, I feel that there's something in your life that's ending in order for something new to start, okay? So let's see what's going on here for your overall energy. So the first card that you guys have is the 9 of Wands, where you're being resilient and you're really pushing towards, it's like you're just standing very, very strong in a certain situation. You could feel battered up. You could feel just really tired, or like you've just put so much effort into something. But that, that effort that you put in, with this being the 9 of Wands, it's about to end. So this is going to be, either you drop something or you get what you've been working for. Now, with the Ace of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords and you have the Ace of Cups here. So both of these cards are all about a new start. But, there's going to be something that that's emotionally fulfilling for you guys that's going to come in. But with the Ace of Swords here, something has to get cut out in order for this start to happen. With the Ace of Swords, it's not just a new start, but it's cutting out negativity. It's cutting out bullshit. It's cutting out anything that just wasn't serving the growth of either the relationship or your personal well-being. All right, for a lot of you, some of you could have been dealing with an Aries or just a fire sign in general, or just a person in general who wasn't being honest, okay, who's wearing a mask, who's being fake in a sense, and things were just unbalanced here. So I feel for some of you, you may be cutting out someone in order to start something new, and for those who are in a relationship, I feel that you're going to cut out anything that could have been negative or detrimental towards the relationship in order to really fix things and find an imbalance, or find a balance within all this imbalance, okay? All right, guys. So, singles. Let's see what's going on with Libra singles. What is happening with Libra singles? Past, present, and future. Show me what's going on for Libra singles in the month of October. Yeah. Right in tune with the overall energy. Okay. So the energy here is you guys, the King of Swords, okay? I feel like for air signs, when the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords comes in, not only is that you really feeling like you and being strong within you, but these are cards that come out when enough is enough. Bullshit needs to be tossed out, okay? There could be someone that you have to leave behind. But this is kind of like emotionally detaching yourself from any bullshit that's happening and doing what you truly know is going to be right with you. You're not thinking with your heart at this point. You're thinking with logic, which is a very good thing. Now, the first card that you have for your past is the Wheel in the reverse. Okay, so this could have been a temporary misfortune or something that just didn't go the way you had wanted it to. And there could have been a lot of conflict here. Okay, third party situation. So yeah, things could have hit the fan, guys. You guys are still coming out in the upright. So for some of you, maybe it was you guys who had the third party, or you're just dealing with it and, you know, strong enough at this point to be able to cut it off. Now, the next card here is the Five of Wands. So, you know, we have these two fives here. So there's definitely conflict. There's definitely tension. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, but you pull yourself out of it. Okay? If there's any loss or rejection you're feeling, you guys pull yourself out of it. With the Emperor, again, some of you could have been dealing with an Aries or a fire sign, or this could be you just, you know, taking the decision to be like, you know what? I've seen how this plays out before. You know, I've been part of this play before, and I've seen the ending, and I don't want to be part of it. So it could be you just finding your strength and really moving away from this, just removing yourself from the situation. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, some of you could have been dealing with a promiscuous fire sign. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse too, so we have a possible falling out and someone who's just really acting up and being very angry. But with the High Priestess behind that, you're woke. Okay, by woke, I mean that you see what's going on around you. Okay, you're aware of the situation. Now, the last card that you guys have for your past is the Six of Cups in the reverse. Now, with the Six of Cups in the reverse, this is parting ways with something that you've been invested in, okay, in the past. All right, guys, a few cards fell out, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so just like what I said before, so there's something here that you guys cut off, okay, in order to remove yourselves from a toxic situation, all right? But at the same time, you're patiently going towards another situation that may be better, all right? With the Chariot, this is movement forward. You know, there's something that you're dropping, there's someone that you're dropping, and you move forward possibly to someone else. All right. Now, in your present moment, that could totally be possible because we have this Empress card. Anything that the Empress touches, you know, in order to start something with, it's going to be very nurturing. It's going to be very loving. It's going to be very motherly in a sense. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this beautiful Empress. For some of you, it could be a Taurus or an Earth sign coming into your life as well. And whatever it is that you guys are starting, the cards are agreeing with it. Okay, the cards are saying that this is good. King of Cups in the reverse. Now, there could be someone from the past who comes back in who's very frustrated about the fact that you're moving forward. And with this person, it could be a water sign as well. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And we do have the Chariot here, which could be Cancer as well. Now, it seems that you guys are moving forward towards something that's going to be, you know, a lot more stable for you. But someone's upset that that's happening. Or, you know, if this isn't the sign that it's talking about, there could still be some promiscuous activity on one of these sides. All right? Someone who's not being completely honest. But I do feel like you guys are dealing with someone from the past. Now, the next card here we have is the Page of Wands. Okay? So, again, I see fire sign coming in for some of you. So, let's see what's going on. Ace of Cups. You guys have the Empress, Ace of Cups. Whatever it is that you're starting is going to be very gratifying for you. All right, 10 of Cups in the reverse. But there's a sense of instability. Okay, so I really feel that there is this change. Something's being dropped, something new's coming in. There's happiness, but there's also a sense of instability. It's like that gray transition area. Now, the next card you guys have for your present moment is the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you thought this out. You've thought of, you know, different scenarios, how this is going to happen, how it's going to play out, and you're moving forward, okay? With whatever decisions you made, you're moving forward. Again, it could be an earth energy that you guys are moving towards, or a fire energy, okay? If it's earth energy, I could see it being a Taurus, okay? But it could be any sign, guys. This is going to be general. All right. So you're moving forward. There's something that you're looking at and you're like, you know, this is not going to be something worth risking. Somebody here is manipulating me. The Magician, I believe, may be the sign of Cancer as well. Okay, so some of you could have been walking away, but some of you can double check me on that. Okay. Now, going into your future, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it could be an earth energy that you're dealing with, that you're not particularly moving towards them, maybe at the pace that they would like, or at a quick pace in general. But the Knight of Pentacles is no movement forward. It's kind of someone who's in stagnation. Okay, it could be you guys picking up this energy, or if you're dealing with an earth energy, it could be them, being that way. And it's like someone's having a hard time moving forward because they're stuck in their head with negative shit. Feeding themselves BS. Thinking, maybe they're not good enough, or being stuck in the past. But the good thing is you guys are seeing everything for what it is. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have clarity on the situation. And whatever you're going towards is going to be wish fulfillment. So this is going to be something very solid. Now, the next card that you guys have is the King of Wands. So again, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. So there's still that sense of trying to find balance and juggling. Okay. Okay. So for some of you, I keep seeing fire and water. So we have a fire sign here. You guys having trouble making a decision, not listening to your higher intuition, with the High Priestess in the reverse. And it's like you're trying to find balance, but there also could be a water sign here who's just overly emotional about this whole thing. So I think that you guys have something very good coming in, and the only thing that could hold you back is your own negative thoughts. But I think that there's something that's definitely within reach, but you might be confused on if you really want to leave the past behind. According to this, you do. Okay? The last card you guys have is the Six of Pentacles, which is finding balance in a situation. Okay? Doing what you think is going to be fair. And that involves moving away from someone, okay? And this is probably not going to be something that's easy. This is someone that you were emotionally invested in. But by moving away from them, there's victory there. And you're going to make this huge change where you realize, okay, it's time for me to let this go. All right, guys. Now for couples, let's see what's going on. What is happening with Libra couples? Past, present, and future. What is happening with Libra couples? Okay. So the card I wanted to flip out was the Six of Swords in the reverse as well. So maybe there's something that you guys are having a hard time moving away from as well. It doesn't always have to be a person. It could also be bad habits, okay? Things that we're used to, certain mentalities. It could be, just traveling and really, really missing somebody. You didn't want to leave them behind, or maybe you had to go on business, okay? All right, couples, let's see what's going on here. All right, guys, the energy that you have is the Three of Wands in the reverse. There may have been some aspect of this relationship, something that you were depending on, a person that you were depending on, maybe a situation you were depending on, but it didn't fall through the way you wanted it to, which could have been a good thing, because you have the World card here, which is showing there's a new chapter that you're getting into, and we have the Wheel of Fortune behind it. So overall, I think it's going to be a very good month for Libras. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So the first card you guys have for your past is the Ten of Cups. Right, so with this card, you are happy, you're feeling good, you're feeling abundant. Everything is just going smoothly. But we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, the energy of the King of Pentacles, some of you could have been dealing with an earth sign, but this is the energy of somebody who's not necessarily as invested as they may seem. Somebody who does things because they're bored, because it's convenient for them, because they're looking for a rebound, because they feel obligated to, okay? So there's this, picture perfect scene here, but somebody I feel is faking it. Could have been a third party situation. Okay. Now the next card you guys have is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is imbalance that's coming into, the relationship. And with you guys getting the High Priestess, you're fully aware of this. You're feeling everything. You know everything. Okay. And there could have been a water sign who was trying to give you guys messages of love. Or maybe you were talking to a fire sign, some of you, who was also giving messages of love. But there's someone who's being fake here. You know, with the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Emperor in the reverse, someone's just not being honest. Someone's not, you know, in this. And I feel that that person was rejected. Either you rejected them or they rejected you. Okay, and you lost faith in the situation. The Star card in the reverse is your last card for the past. And this was something you weren't happy about, you weren't proud of. All right, you realize that this was a situation that may have been a waste of time. All right. Now, in your present moment, we have the Strength card. So for some of you, this could just be you being very resilient, being strong throughout all the bullshit. For others of you, you may be dealing with a Leo. Four of Cups, and there's an offer here that's not being taken. Whether you're offering it or someone's offering it to you, it's not being taken yet. Got hair on my shirt? Yeah, because you're just avoiding conflict at all costs here. So conflict is definitely being avoided. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I turned these cards. All right. Now, the next card you guys have for the present moment is the Two of Swords. So you're between a rock and a hard place. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I choose this person or do I choose that person? But there's a decision between two things that has to be made. Because there's a new start that's coming in. And there's a vulnerability that's happening with this new start. So for some of you, could be leaving behind a partner. Okay? And it's like, it could be because they just changed too much. All right? And you still could be emotionally invested, but you're cutting out what's unnecessary. All right? With the Queen of Swords, you guys aren't going to take any bullshit. Which is the best thing to do here. With the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that's awesome. We have the Lovers card in the reverse. You cut someone out, you let it go. The cards are saying that was a good move. Because now you're going towards a new start that's going to be very long lasting. Alright, now going into the future, the first card you guys have is the Hermit. So for some of you, this could be you just withdrawing, saying, you know, I don't want to date right now. I just got out of something. You know, let me take some time to myself. Or for others of you, you could be meeting a Virgo. Okay, but again, you're still in the process of emotionally, you know, moving away from somebody. Judgment card in the reverse. And there could have been a lot of bad judgment behind the person that you were leaving. But it does keep showing that by leaving this person or, you know, leaving the situation, whether you were the bad one or they were the bad one, although it always takes two to tango, you know, you're going to be able to build yourself, to build a foundation here. The next card you have is the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, there's something that you drop. You're not worried about it no more. You don't want to lose sleep over it. But at the same time, there's something new that's being manifested here with the Magician. So you're moving away from something in order to start something good, and there's going to be a lot of talking here. Okay, again, something that's really being nipped in the bud and ending. The future keeps reinforcing an end to something for you guys. With someone new coming in. For some of you, I feel a very strong Cancer presence here. So for some of you, it could be a Cancer that you're talking to. But if not, it could be a water sign or just someone who's going to be really, really loving. And you're ready for it. You're sitting here, you're communicating. So maybe you're not going to jump in right away because there could be the sense of dissatisfaction for whatever you're leaving behind. But you're talking to someone new, and I feel that it's going to be very good for you. And they're going to be patient with you. Okay? But you're going to feel such a loss because of this past thing. But whoever's coming in, guys, you know, it's showing that this is going to be a new chapter. And it could be, you know, water sign. So I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of you, you know, get a new offer, but you might not feel emotionally ready. Take the time that you need, but just know that this is something that could be very solid. You know, we have the Temperance card in the reverse, which is you guys not feeling, you know, balanced about the situation. But with the World card, there's a new chapter coming in. This is something that's going to be very, very good. All right. It could be with the water sign, but we have the Sun card here. So this is something that's going to brighten up your life, be very illuminating for you. Okay, guys. So, yes, I will have your mid-month readings out very, very soon. And for anyone who is looking for a personal reading, give me anywhere from 7 to 10 days at most. I always try to get everything out within 5 days, which at this point I can pretty much do for the most part because I'm pretty much caught up. But yes, if you do get a reading, if the situation doesn't change, if everything is the way it is, just shoot me an email after you get the reading. Let me know what you need, and give me 10 days. Give me 10 full days. If you don't have it by the 11th morning, then go ahead and shoot me an email. But I get so caught up with all the emails, so it makes it harder for me and takes me longer to get through my email, which delays all the readings. So just be patient, but I will get to you guys as soon as possible. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And if there's anything you need, I'll leave everything in the description below.